Good evening, everybody. This is Gary P. Balcom Sr., Hemingway, South Carolina. First off, I'd like to say that I'd like to bless all the victims and their families from this coronavirus. Um, it's just unprecedented how bad it is. Now, having said that, if it hadn't been for our president, Donald J. Trump, things could have been a whole lot worse. He moved fast and he moved swiftly. Now we have to do something about it. The president is in our corner. He knows that we can't keep this country shut down, because if we do, we'll be taken over by a communist country, because our economy will go completely in the toilet. So you need to think about that a little bit. Yeah, is it a little dangerous to open things back up? Yes, it is. But we need to open this country back up. This virus, just like any other virus, is going to have to run its course. More people may die, and it may flatten the curve out, and deaths will drop off to nothing. We don't know. But the one thing we do know is if we keep this country locked down, we won't have a country anymore. And President Trump knows what he's doing. Now, you have people like Nancy Pelosi and her gang of Democrats, especially AOC, that are just making a mockery of this, especially AOC. Yay, the oil company's going to crap. Yeah, okay. Well, that's a little girl that should have got a strap on her ass when she was growing up by her parents and never did. She's a full-blown idiot and knows nothing about anything and has no business being in Congress. All right, enough of that. Let's talk about Nancy Pelosi. She is a thorn in the side of America. Okay? Matter of fact, the whole Democrat Party is. She's living the high life out there in California and San Francisco in her multi-million-dollar mansion, eating high-dollar ice cream, the kind of shit I can't afford. Totally ridiculous. She's surrounded by armed bodyguards, most likely got fencing or some kind of walling around her house, and she lives in a gated community. And if she's not there, she's got a vineyard out there that she stays at. So she's got it made. Now, here are a lot of us out here in America that have still not gotten our stimulus checks. And I don't know why. Other than the fact that Pelosi and her band of Democrats are holding them up. They don't want to get off the money. Now, in the first bill they passed through, which was completely ridiculous, they gave billions to the Kennedy Center. Why? It's closed. You can't go there. They laid off the orchestra and the other employees. And guess what? They turned around and gave $5 million, or it might have been $5 billion, I'm not sure, to the Democrat Party. Now, think about that one for 1 minute. The Kennedy Center gets a stimulus from our tax money and then turns around and donates $5 million or $5 billion, whatever it was, to the Democrat Party. What the hell is wrong with that damn picture? Figure that one out, folks. We being screwed 9 ways to Sunday. I'm telling you right now, if you're not a Trump supporter, you better jump on board that Trump train, or this country's going to crap. Now, I know a lot of Democrats that have switched over to the Republican side, and they plan to vote Republican because they are waking up and they have realized that the Democrats do not give a shit about us at all. All they care about is themselves and how much money they can put in their pockets. They will go out in public and lie to you and blow smoke up your ass and tell you anything you want to hear, but all they care about is themselves. If they get voted back into office, let me tell you something. They will take every single freedom, every right you have away from you. And this is a proven fact. Okay? It's coming out. It's all over the damn news. And I think Democrat voters are waking up to this fact. And that's a good thing. I don't know how many of my videos get out to Democrats, but I hope you're listening. Because this year, we have got to vote straight Republican if we're going to save this country. If we don't, we're doomed. Our rights are gone. And I will say this, the American people are tired, and we're not going to go for it. We will have another civil war. It's coming. And with these stimulus checks the government's been promising us, nobody seems to be getting, just a handful of people. It might be coming sooner than you think, because that's our tax money. We paid it, but we're not getting it. Anyway, vote Republican. I've got so much on my mind I want to talk about, and I'm trying to keep this short. But a lot of bad things going on in this world today. China's one of them. That's the other thing I want to talk about. Big box chains. Walmart. Piss on Walmart. 70 to 80% of their stock on their shelves come from China. Why? Because over the last 3 to 4 decades, administrations have allowed it. And it's bullshit. Trump's trying to put a stop to it. Walmart should have, well, number one, I don't even believe in Walmart, okay? But if they're going to be there, they should have American-made products. If it's not American-made, leave it on the shelf. Don't buy it, go somewhere else. Walmart is single-handedly destroyed all the mom and pop businesses throughout this country. You do realize that, right? Because, not that they've got anything any better, the mom and pop stores had better quality items to sell. And everything they sold was made in America. Walmart comes in, Sam Walton, in his infinite wisdom, starts buying shit from China for cheap labor, for a fraction of the cost what can be made for over here. So he can sell it for a fraction of the cost of what the mom and pop shops can do. But I'm sorry, that's not the way things are done in this country. This is America, by God. This country belongs to us. It does not belong to the politicians, and we're going to show you that very shortly. It belongs to us. But anyway, Walmart needs to be shut down. All the big box chains need to be shut down. Mom and pop stores need to start popping back up all over the place. We need to cut China completely off. Cut them off at the head. We don't need anything from China, especially our medication. Okay? At one time, we made all our medication in this country. We had pharmaceutical laboratories everywhere. Cheap labor. American companies, they're still considered American companies because their base of operation is in America, but they buy all the ingredients from China and ship them here. That's bullshit. Cut China off completely. Nothing in. We don't need nothing from China. We don't need dog food. We don't need nothing. We don't need pharmaceuticals. We don't need toys. We don't need a freaking thing from China. Now, as far as all these Chinese bastards over here on green cards and one thing and another going to our schools and getting educated, especially in the medical profession, and then going back to China and coming up with these testing in these laboratories, testing stuff, coming up with viruses like this. That's how we get into this mess, by screwing around with China. Cut them off. The American people do not want you, China. And we don't want your damn chinks over here either if you're over here on a green card. If you're over here legally and you live and work here, not a green card, if you became an American citizen, that's fine. I don't care. That's what it's all about. That's what this country is based on. Same goes for Mexico, Hispanic people. You know, if you're here legally, great. But if you're not, get the fuck out. Leave now. That's why Trump is shutting the border down at Mexico. We're trying to fix this problem. And folks, we need to work with President Trump. We got to reopen this country. We got to reopen it now before the economy just goes to crap. But we have to have common sense. We have to use social distancing. Okay? This crap of being locked down in our houses is going to get us taken over fast. We got to be able to get back out in the public again, but we got to be smart about it until we can get this virus under control. Social distance, masks, gloves, open restaurants back up, open bars back up, open the mom and pop stores back up. Shop mom and pop stores. They need the business. Okay? To hell with Walmart and all them big box chains. But use common sense. Don't be stupid and go running out there and hugging on everybody. No, we can't do that yet. It's not time for that yet. It's time to open this country back up. Get businesses back up and running. Get people back to work. But we have to practice social distancing. If we do that and we let this virus run its course, We will be fine. The only way to find a vaccine for this thing is to let it run its course and see who is immune to it. Test their blood, find out why they're immune to it. Then we can get a vaccine. We've already got a cure. Now we need a vaccine. Now, as far as all these doctors, Dr. Fauci, I think he's a freaking idiot. No disrespect, Mr. President. I respect you 100%, but I think Dr. Fauci is a nut. Because every other day or every second day, he's got something different to say. Okay? He ain't got a clue about what's going on with this virus. None. And he's not the only one. I watch Fox News pretty much all day long. You know, we're quarantined in our houses. You're not supposed to go anywhere. So, you know, you watch reruns or whatever, that gets sickening. So I sit and watch the news. Throughout the day, they'll have 20 different so-called specialist doctors on there. Every damn one of them's got a different opinion about this. Nobody has no clue. None of these doctors know what the hell's going on with this. This is something brand new. We need to realize that. We can't stay locked up forever, folks. Open up now. We'll take our lumps as they come, but we're Americans. We're not going to sit still for anybody, especially Democrat politicians. That's all I've got to say. I got a lot more to say, but that's it for tonight because I'm up to about 17 plus minutes. And I know people get bored if I talk too long. Anyway, may God bless all of you. May God bless our president, our vice president. May God bless our country. May God bless all the families and victims from this virus. I pray for you all. We got to work together, folks. You Democrat voters got to roll over to the Republican side. The Democrats just want to take over this country and take over your life. That's all they want to do. Don't let them blow smoke up your ass any longer. Wake up, smell the coffee. Anyway, Gary P. Balcom Sr., Hemingway, South Carolina. May God bless everybody out there. And thank you for listening. Please have a good night.